Talk to 'em. Truth Tuesday is here, and boys, we got a lot to talk about this week. Let's look at the content schedule. Started off, obviously, AKAs. You guys are seeing this on Tuesday. I'm recording this obviously before then, but AKAs, we had Gravedigger, and who was it for the offense? A-Train, All-Star Team of the Week. We're going to talk about that and how we can kind of take advantage of that moving forward. Most Feared Release 1. We honestly kind of liquidated our investments last week for Gridiron Gardens. I don't regret it one bit. We made a bunch of coins as I've documented, and then we got Legends this weekend. Still should be 90 overalls, but should be Most Feared part 1 should be 90 overalls, and I think we're going to get 3 weeks of 90. So remember how I said it's a 6 weeks? So 6 weeks, as always, like I said, it's going to be 3 weeks of 91s and 3 weeks of 90, excuse me. Now, we got surprise 90s last week, so we got to talk about that and obviously how that's going to affect us moving forward, right? Because I do think Most Feared potentially being a 3-part promo. If it is 3 parts, we're going to get 3 90s, but it also could get 2 parts. I guess it hasn't been confirmed yet. We will wait to see, because there is a special stream, as you can see, Good Morning Manning, 7 p.m. on Wednesday afternoon or evening, going off the Most Feared. So hit the like button, drop us a Talk to 'em Truth Tuesday. You guys really like this, so I have some comments saying having some Tuesday content. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Hey, ain't we been through it all? Then we sleep on them floors. Everybody we thought we needed, we don't need them no more. Run it up, don't check the score. No, I'm balling on niggas.
All right, boys, let's talk. AK Mondays moving forward, right, are going to be 87 overall set pieces. Like I said, I think it's going to be 2 to 3 more weeks of getting those. If we look at 87 AKs right now, they're about 105, 110K, so it costs about 530 to build the set. Actually, they've gone up a little bit. Jerry Rice was a little bit less expensive a little bit ago. Maybe if I filter down, I'm actually going to buy this Jerry Rice for the Niners Steam Team, which you guys would have seen yesterday. So we're just going to make this purchase real quick. Hopefully it doesn't kick me out of the servers, please. It does not. So if you want to, moving forward, if you can have a look at these 87s, right? The problem with the 87 AKs is that they can be used in any set. So any set moving forward is going to be affected by the 87 overall AKs because they can use anything. Now, this week's AKs wasn't, as flashy as previous ones. We got Gravedigger, who actually looks really good. I actually want to comp him because he only has 7 HP, but he has 92 acceleration. I do believe acceleration works a lot better on defensive tackles than any other position. And then we got All-Star, right? But we could get, obviously a dynamic one that's going for like 700K like we got last week with Vernon Davis and Fruit Punch, right? So if you want to, it's completely up to you. You can invest. I still would personally love to get them at least 105K and under. So that way, if you get 587 AKs, 105K and under, you're building the set for what, 525. If the AKs come out and they're selling for 630, something like that, you make a good 50-ish something, 50 something K. Problem with that is that's a week waiting investment. For waiting a week, you want to make more than just 50K. I guess it depends on how many you actually invest in, right? But that's up to you. If you wish to invest in the AK87s, you can absolutely do that without a shot of a doubt. Now, let's move on to Team of the Week. Okay, with Team of the Week, it could be a fantastic Team of the Week, guys. There are so many players. We got the DJ Moore, we got Jamar Chase, we got George Kittle, Brock Purdy, which the Niners team is going crazy. I have the Niners team, or Team of the Week could be valuable right now. What I want to talk about with Team of the Week, right? What's so important, if you can be on right when it drops, right? So when Team of the Week first drops, just like when AK first drops, they always give you these packs, right? Contains 487 plus, which, by the way, Team of the Week going up in overall will be 90s, 87. Y'all get it, right? That's what it's going to be in terms of what's required for the 90s, right? So if you can be on right when they start, the thing about the Team of the Week packs, the same thing with the AKAs, when everyone gets on a Wednesday, they open up these packs, do the sets, yada, yada, yada. Some people list them on the auction house just to make coins, and that's when they're at their cheapest. As the week goes on, the content in terms of the supply of the Team of the Week dries out, right? And when the Team of the Week stuff dries out, what happens? Prices rises a little bit. So your Team of the Week champions, your 86s like last week, right? And it's going to be 87s moving forward, are always the cheapest on Wednesday. Don't believe me? Let me show you something. So y'all, just to prove my point, Hufanga is an 86 overall Team of the Week. You can see last Wednesday was the 4th. Look at his price on the 4th, right? Look at his price on the 4th, 79K. Now, he dropped down on the 5th as well because that was the next day. People were still opening up the offers. And then what happens? Back up. Went back down, but then way up to 90K. So let's say hypothetically you got him at 79K, right? But then you obviously sold them at 90K, or A even better way to go through is liquidating through the sets. If there's a fire team of the week champion, a la Tyreek Hill or something of that nature, Stephon Diggs last week, right? You can buy these cheap on this day, and then later on in this day, the champions will rise up. And obviously you can liquidate it. So if you, let's say you bought 5 of these for 80K a piece, right? And then come down here, right? Your champion's at 500K. Well, you just built a champion for 400K. It's going for 500K. You just made 50K. And that's only what, a 2-3 day span? So that's something to look for with Team of the Week moving forward, specifically with 87 overalls, because they're not only required, again, it's the same thing with the AKAs, right? They're not just required in the AKA set. They're required in the moving forward, they're going to be required in the program set on Thursday, which is going to be most fair, because it should be any 87. Thursday programs have been consistent where it's been any 87. Now, EA could switch it up on us, but that's one thing they have been consistent on. The Thursday programs require any of the specific overall needed for the set. So, I mean, the supply just goes away. And look, let me show you something real quick as well as we get back onto Madden real quick. Look at the 86s right now. This is currently live right now. There is 11 86s on the block on, this will be what, Sunday, Monday? 11 86s. Now, you could probably, you know, if one of these 86s go away, you can look at this Nico Collins. Someone's going to buy that for 130K, right? And the person probably got it, either pulled it or, you know, bought it for 80K. So it's just a matter of stashing these cards for 2 to 3 days and waiting until the supply runs out. And then you can do your business and make a little bit of profit. Something I'm going to be looking forward, Team of the Week, getting on early in the morning, checking what these 87 prices are. If they're like 100 and something K, I'm going to buy them. Because then I think towards the end of the week, they could be at 120, 130. You get what I mean? And then after that, it's making 17K per 87, you know, I get. So that's something to be on the lookout for Team of the Week. And also pay attention to the champions. If the champions are fire, these sets are going to be profitable. Just got to wait and be patient. Now let's talk most feared. Now I'm going to bring up the Gridiron Guardians. And the reason why I'm going to bring up the Gridiron Guardians, this is our only promo. When I say promo, not Legends, that doesn't count. Not Gridiron Guardians, what I'm talking about, Unstoppable. The only promo really that has 90 overalls, really. So when these 90 overalls dropped, they were all going for 600K. So right now, we looked at the, if we look at, I'll do it just real quickly before we go into looking at the 90s. 87s right now, you can probably get for 105K. We pretty consistently, like there's 3 87s right there for 105K, right? You probably can get them under 100K if you do a little bit more work, all right? And just bounce around different filters. Reason why I say do that, if you want to pre-build these champions on Thursday, right, you can pre-build them right now for 500K. We got fire champions on last week on Unstoppable. They're going for 600, 650K, right? You build them for 500K now, you sell them for 650 right when content drops, you make about 90K per. That's something that I'm going to be looking at. Now, I'm going to be super stingy myself. I'm going to be looking at 87s under 100K and trying to get those as close to 100K as possible. So that way I can build these champions, sell them right away, make my 90K. If I'm able to build 4, 5, 6 champions, right, that's 500K made right when the promo drops. Because we know 87 should rise back up when the promo drops, right? Because right now to build an 87 at 500K, that means it's selling for like 550. If the champions are fire, once again, if the champions are fire, they're going to be a lot more than just 500K. We know that, right? And look, I mean, if I wasn't talking so much, I probably could have had that Javon Curse right there for 95K, probably. But obviously he's not going to be there now, right? So this showing you there are ones out there that you can get for under 100K. You just got to be patient, and obviously, you know, do your due diligence and get these cards. But this is prepping for most feared. And then also, while I'm here and we're talking on Legend Filter, you can kind of prep for Legends on Saturday, because again, 87s are required. So like if you're sniping these Legends, you can kind of double dip, set yourself for most feared and set yourself for Legends on Friday. So got to be very mindful of that in the week ahead. There is some coin making opportunities out there in these upcoming promos. You just got to be able to see them before they happen. You get what I mean? And that's the biggest problem with MUT, is people try to make coins when the coins should be made before it happens. If you get what I mean, like make coins on Monday, right? Don't make coins on Thursday. Set yourself up for Thursday by making coins and doing the smart thing on Sunday, Monday, right? So that way on Thursday, it's an easier process. So that's what I'm going to do. Like I said, I have about 6 million coins. I'm probably going to invest maybe like 3 million. I'm going to be looking at 87s, probably under 100K, or close to it. So that way I can build these champions on Thursday. And then obviously go from there from that point. So that's kind of what I'm doing in terms of the market. The market is very still at the moment. Mystery packs. Do not touch them. And also, one last thing before I go. be on the lookout. EA has been consistent with giving us a bomb, whether it's $120, $50 offer that we're crashing market. I would not be surprised if on Thursday or even on Saturday, because it's been consistent on Saturday or like Friday, they give us a big time offer that crashes the market. And that's when you need to buy. 100% without a doubt. You need to be out there making it rain and buying everything that you possibly can, because it will rebound, right? In order to open the mystery packs, the training value needs to be at like 21 to 22 per. Right now it's about at 30. So we got to come down 0.8 before we can even talk about opening up the mystery pack for profit or for break even. Right now, as soon as you open it, it's an automatic loss unless you get ridiculously lucky, right? And look, that could happen. You could get ridiculously lucky, pull an 89 limited and all that different type of stuff. So that's that, boys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy Talk to Him Truth Tuesday. We put a lot of information out there. Hopefully you're able to soak it up. Like I said, my coins are going to fluctuate, but we're going to try to make it. We're going to try to get to 10 million. We're going to try to get to 10 million. The team's basically set right now. There's probably going to be some monster players I want to add, but if I prep and get my 87s for 500k, and then they're going for 600k, probably going to sell them and make my profit. So I'm out. As always, be safe out there, boys. Deuces.